7 reasons she lost interest the moment you showed you liked her. This is a massive problem a lot of men fall into because they find a girl, they don't want to date anymore, you guys hit it off, you get soft, and she runs. This is a terrible loop and a terrible cycle most men fall into. And in this video, I'm going to show you 7 reasons why this happens on a female psychological level so that you can stop this behavior and stop fumbling all the girls you like. Number 1, you start to care about her happiness. Does this sound insane? It is insane, but this is dating and this is women and this is the game. Here is the fundamental problem when you do this. When you show interest, when you show you like a girl, you're going to want to make her happier. You're going to want to do things for her because your logical mind as a man says, well, I want her to do things for me and I want her to know I like her and I want to show her. And so therefore I'm going to try and make her happier and happier and happier. Here's the problem. Making women happy does not equal respect, attraction, loyalty from a woman. You know what does? Respect. When you try to make a woman happy, the goalpost will continuously move for the rest of your life until she gets bored of it. Because when you pander to women, when you try to make them happy, it is fleeting. It is like spoiling a child. They will always want more and more and more because women are not meant to be in positions of power. They are meant to be followers. And when you give them the keys to the kingdom, when you give them all of this power by trying to make them happy and doing all these things for them, they can't help but abuse it. It is in their nature. And so when you try to make a woman happy, she immediately on a subconscious level sees you as weak. She sees you as less than. She sees you as less powerful because now you're doing things for her. And when that shift happens, when that frame and dynamic shifts, she can't help on a psychological level have less respect for you, less attraction towards you, etc. Number 2, you stopped making decisive decisions. When you're on your game in the dating world, when you have your edge, you're decisive. You're making decisions. You're saying, no, we're doing this, we're doing that, etc. But as time moves on, a lot of times, when you show your interest too much to a woman, part of that byproduct in your behavior is to compromise, make joint decisions. You become more timid. You stop leading as much. You aren't so assertive and decisive. You start taking her opinion into consideration when making decisions. Here's the problem with that. Women view your assertiveness as strength and power. When you compromise, it's seen as weak. Women want their brains off. They want you to decide everything. They want you to just make decisions. They want you to just do things. The more you can take her mind off reality, which is decision making and negative emotions, the more they're drawn to you because that is strength to them. That is you showing your power as a man to be competent. When you compromise, when you don't make as many decisions, when you fill their mind with anxiety because you no longer lead them, what happens? Attraction goes down. Number 3, you destroyed all mystery. This is a massive, massive mistake men fall into. When men fall for a woman, they stop playing the game. They stop being interesting. They stop having mystery. And what you need to understand about women and female psychology is that where their attraction and desire is formed in the space of their mind, where they don't know everything, it is the dark place. It is in darkness, quite literally. When they're in the dark and there's mystery and they don't know everything, their attraction skyrockets. It literally goes up because a woman needs to be in mystery. She needs to have her mind just thinking about what is going on. And here's what happens, and here's what a lot of guys do. They become less mysterious over time. They tell them everything. They show all their cards. And so if a woman's mind can't run to the dark, if a woman's mind can't run to mystery, attraction will drop. Number 4, your frame collapsed. Now your frame is in basically what you tolerate from her. And here is such a fundamental problem when you show interest. You're going to want to appease her. You're going to want to do things for her. You're going to want to make her happy. As a byproduct, your frame collapses because you want to make sure that she's satisfied so you don't lose her. You're operating in fear and scarcity. When this happens, you have no frame. When she subconsciously sees that your frame is collapsing and she can get away with more and she can do more and she makes more decisions, she's accumulating the power because your frame is gone out of fear. When your frame is gone out of fear, she runs it and uses it and gets bored and then leaves. That is exactly what happens. You cannot lose your frame. You can't start tolerating more things from her. If anything, the leash should get fucking shorter. You should tolerate less. You should be more demanding. You should increase your frame with time and maintain law and order so that you maintain respect, because that is how a woman views and perceives power and strength, which is the most attractive feeling they can have from a man. Number 5, you became very consistent. This is a massive problem. When you're consistent, you don't spike emotion. 0. They feel nothing. Always texting at the same time, always talking all the time, always doing the same activities, always seeing her the same amount of time. You spend more time with her. They know more about you. You're consistent, you're consistent, you're consistent. This bores a woman to death. When a woman is bored, you can expect her attraction to go to 0. I can guarantee it. There's nothing worse for a woman than to feel nothing. When a woman feels nothing from a man, there's no loyalty, there's no desire, there's no attraction, there is nothing. They will put in no effort, they will use you for attention if they even want it, and go find somebody that interests them. A woman's attraction literally is based on emotional stimulation and feelings. When you're hyper consistent with your texting, with your behavior, with being very, very simple and plain, guess what happens? They get so bored. When they get so bored, all interest is lost. Number 6, the chase is over. A lot of guys get so comfortable when they show interest that there is no longer a game. There is no longer a chase. When the woman knows she has you, the chase is over. When she knows that fully, all attraction is gone. Women love emotional tension. They love a challenge. They love feeling like they have to earn a guy. They like feeling like they should take a guy from a girl. They like all of these negative emotions around you and around the situation. And so when you vocalize your interest, when you make sure that she knows she has you, the chase is over, nothing to worry about anymore, which is coming up, guess what happens? He's boring. He's a nice guy and he's a great guy and he checks every box, but like something's missing. You know, you're a great guy, but I just don't think you're right for me. Have you ever heard that before? It's because the chase was over. Because you bored her to fucking death. It's because she felt nothing. That's how they operate. They operate like little kids with emotional swings and tantrums. It's that simple. And so if she likes you on paper, but thinks you're a great guy, but something's missing or whatever, it's because you ended the chase, you had no mystery, and she got really fucking bored. Number 7, she no longer has to worry. A woman chases a man she worries about. You make a woman worry by maintaining your unreadableness, by making sure that she is in the impression that you have other options, you have other women. She should worry about you. Her worrying about you stimulates attraction. It makes her like you more. When you try really hard to make her never worry, guess what happens to her attraction? It nosedives. Women want to worry, whether they know it or not, about a man they like. And when you show all your cards, when you're consistent, when you're predictable, when you're readable, when you make sure she has nothing to worry about, it actually makes her respect you less. It actually kills her chase and how much interest she has in you, because negative emotions stimulate attraction and excitement in women that creates burning desire. Burning desire is formed through negative emotions and having her mind fucking run and worry and be all in her head about you. You destroy all of that when she has nothing to worry about. If she knows with 1000% certainty that she has nothing to worry about with you and you'll never cheat and all these things, I'm not saying cheat, but she should at least worry a little bit that you could. Because if you can't, and she knows that you can't, and there's 1000% nothing to worry about, her respect, her emotions, everything, her attraction, her burning desire, her loyalty will plummet to 0. Female psychology is never going away, it's never going to end, and it's never going to change. If you're lost in dating, you feel like you're settling, join my inner circle below. It's group environment. It's a group community where we have live calls every single week. You can ask me questions, and there's a ton of exclusive content I post there every single day. Once you join, if you want one-on-one coaching, that's fine too. Message me directly. I'll see you in the next video.